even if Complexity showed them that the other day as well. So this is for everything. This is to get into the LAN. This is the third and final map of the series, and the pressure could not be higher. The pressure could not be higher right now.
Oh, I feel like I was a scuba diver for a second.
I thought I had bubble guts.
What the heck? A site's completely clear for the taking, so JKS bomb plant with ease. 5v5 retake. We've got a smoke and a kid on Kerrigan. Not to mention opening kill. He's not alone back here in the depths of the temple. coldzera dies out to Rain right thereafter because they get that pinch in from Donut. It's back and forth so far, but it's a 3v2 for FaZe. Now it all falls to Esatag. Not so easy. Gets tagged down as FaZe Clan win another pistol.
Yeah, this worked their way in like really hard. There's a lot of shots there. It's fine the way they fought, I think, from those positions. Obviously, delaying could have been huge, but there's still a kid on Brokey, so they had to absolutely get the frags. They couldn't contribute. So I think in the first time around, it was FaZe. The second half was CT side, and the real weak point was Olaf, who just had an off day. I don't think he was bad at the map or anything like that. The sprays weren't there, you know. That's a write-off. So I'm not expecting that again, which means I wonder if Complexity are going to try to employ some of the same tactics. Now, what was cool about that was their T side was very brave. They did a lot of stuff at different tempos, as well as some fast stuff. And here is an example of that. This is a cool round to do a fast mid because they know there's no op on the board, and they're trying to utilize this just 2 AK play to get some fast map control.
Rain's already trying to carve out a piece of the B ramp for himself. It's Rain and Olaf that we've seen synergize towards the B site. Sometimes it's Twist to support, sometimes it's Brokey. But they move through the candles. Identifying the red room as clear. MP9 up close does damage, but the 2 kills go the way of Complexity. And they could very well rob one back, but look at the HP here for Blame. Yeah, that just gets swept away, and coldzera's creep through smoke also canceled. FaZe survived with 3, 2 rifles included, and that's the force up from Complexity falling flat.
Yeah. So they got that quick mid-control with that AK, swinging out, a couple of light nades, and that was fine, but that's all they got. You can't plan it mid. It's just a way, it's just a route to be able to find some lurk frags. Nice spots to go to. And that's also what can make Complexity's T-side really potent on this map. It's so favorable towards lurkers. There's so many opportunities and options. And the map feels very small in terms of rotation, so there's a lot of ways to just get timing. But for the meantime, FaZe Clan, well, should have another freebie. Yeah, they also figured out specific nade protocols towards the end of that to make sure they could get Rain out of Jaguar maze fossils. Okay. As easily as possible. And that wasn't really counterable. So if they try to do that in the next round, I wonder what FaZe will do in response. Are they going to... How Rain will try to fight. Cheetah.
Jaguar. I like the idea of calling it Arch, because it's also leading to an archeolog.
You get paid to speak, son?
Archeolol. Archaeology. There.
Archaeological?
Archaeological.
Okay.
The start of that word, obviously, arch.
Archie.
So it all works out. These pistols are the slowest pistols I've ever seen. They're going to have 25 seconds to maybe get a bomb plant, but how do you get across Rain? You've got no flash. You've got no smoke. You've got just your bodies. And they'll move those bodies to the beat of Rain's AK. 3 down, thanks to him, and he clears out the other as well. So, nice 4-piece for Rain. Easy anti-eco, all 1 magazine of the AK, unarmored pistols, nothing to talk about, forget about it, go. 3-0, the start for FaZe.
What do you think is going to happen with the Rain interaction there at Archie?
I think that Rain will continue to be aggressive through the arch.
Okay.
I think he's going to be trying to flex all those little dirty rat angles that he knows, the little gaps in all the wood.
What if they molly him, I mean?
I like to see him tuck. I like when the CTs stay in that room. I like when they fight for it tooth and nail.
Okay.
Because I feel like the weaknesses that we had seen, not in the most recent example of FaZe versus OG, but when they played Complexity the last time, it was always Olaf kind of getting bullied in the back of this B site. And if you're up in those rooms, if you're doubled up inside of caves, then I think that they decrease the likelihood of Olaf being a liability. So that's what I want. Personally.
It's sitting way back right now. Maybe fearing this, because it was near the end of that half, it was like a lot of this, so they clear it out. Now Rain almost always was sitting on the right side. That's something that'll, you know, change as time goes on as well. You can see the, you know, the vibrating piece here with Rain just kind of crack spotting is the weakest part that the other players are really hoping can stay alive so they can focus on long. And that's what makes this area so important to try to take over. But the T's will soon leave. And now walk right into Brokey. Powerful angle. Oh man, looks for 2.
That's what he does.
That's yeah, Brokey is Mr. 2K. And that just opens up Rain for his play.
Yeah, he pushes through Arch, flanks over, and it is Esatag down for the count. So Rain can't even get his kill. Olaf's on the secondary op, and that's going to tag up Poison to a 15 HP. It's measly. It should be absolutely nothing unless...
They actually can plant from this now.
They're going for it. Poison gives the cover. Bomb does get dropped. There's no time for the plant now. Poison simply needs kills. And the second CT shouldn't need to face, but Rain comes out wide just to secure the frag, and a 4th one for FaZe. For a second, it looked like Poison had all of it covered, but he just wasn't fast enough to turn back over towards Donut.
Yeah, they almost tossed it with Kerrigan just flashing through that smoke needlessly. They had Donut control. They could have stopped that plan no matter what, but they were already in a really, really good spot. So, you know, not surprised to see them also just win at the end of the day. I remember really Shiro started playing Donut a ton with the op and just abusing those angles from both sides. Brokey is just such a threat, though.
Rock solid defense thus far.
Yeah.
That was a pretty slow one for their first gun round. You know, they were given a lot of respect in middle, a lot of space to play with.
They worked so hard to just focus on this area. He's the doorman.
And he's judging your clothing. You're not nearly cool enough to come through. You ever been turned away from a club?
Tried to wear flip-flops once.
Of course you did.
I just wanted the party.
Another quiet one.
So peaceful.
This is my favorite thing about Ancient, is that when it is entirely quiet, there's just birds chirping.
So many sounds.
Like they're just not, you know, they're not interrupted or bothered by the fact that there is warfare all around them. We're big chillin'. Hanging in the Amazon. A redirection, maybe? I mean, it's so little to work with, that single smoke still for coldzera, but sure enough, they do use this as an exit opportunity to move over towards the A site. Why? Because coldzera has slipped through, and that turns out to be a perfect pinch. He just walked all the way through the CT spawn, and that's going to cost them. Esatag gets his hands on the AUG, goes for the spray, dies to Rain, but Poison's tucked into green. And he loses his fight versus Rain, in fact. Olaf towards middle, recovers versus JKS, and what could have been is about to fall. Unless coldzera, who started it all, can also manage to close it. He just saw that shoulder peek. He's ready for the all the way. Rain's down. It's on Olaf. coldzera misses the follow-up shot, but time is becoming an issue. And Olaf, just in the nick of time, jumps on bomb for the defuse. A 5th round win for FaZe, but that's going to have them kind of scattered. There's no way they expected coldzera to hit them.
That was actually beautiful from Olaf in that 1v1 to come around that side of the box. He missed that, and that was the one gamble. He missed that. Definitely Cold is going to be able to like delay long enough. That's crazy. Yeah, they toss this one. Rain, beautiful work on the second frag, just being so careful here. Get the shots off. This is just so important that he plays this perfectly, takes the stress off, then the lurk at mid. Everyone starts making mistakes. That you don't want to give away. That was such an easy round to win.
The first time Brokey turned and saw coldzera, he looked away as if like that was his teammate.
Right.
In his mind, it was impossible. He's like, Twist, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Nope.
11 rounds away from LAN are the FaZe clan.
On fire as fast as they can be, and a double op setup immediately out of them here for the 6th. Again, Olaf and Brokey tasked with the big greens. Where are they? One back on B with Olaf, and the other, of course, Brokey doing what he does, playing inside his key spots. Kerrigan could be the linchpin. Or the door hinge that serves as a wide swing towards mid. Complexity playing with grenades. Kerrigan heard that audio cue, goes for the aggressive peek, gets one, is done, and Twist's tagged slightly. Smokes all over the place in middle, but FaZe will concede. Give up a little room for Complexity as they start working through Jaguar. We've got a player tucked up close once they push through Little Arch. He's ready for it. Olaf hits Essa tag and immediately repositions himself to try and hold back a push on ramp. Smoke from Rain, perfect timing, but he gets killed as he tries to retreat. Olaf pounds a shot through smoke and drops poison, turns his attention for the 3rd, and this secondary op from Olaf delivers. coldzera 1v3. And he's going to be caught between 2 ops, but he taps into the face of the first one, knows Olaf's pinned in, but Olaf needs not an escape plan because he holds his damn ground.
That was vintage. That is what we like to see from Olaf. Had so much struggles all last time they played it. Look how quick he looks. Look how aware he is every single duel. That refrag necessary after they punished Rain, put that smoke down. Yes, it delayed, but once he was dead, they were going to come through right away. Had to do something.
Remember what I said about Rain being pushed inside of cave so that Olaf can be closer to him? That to me is a prime example of it. Olaf looked way less comfortable just giving up space when he was trying to hide on that back lane. I think that back lane, the deep quad, it can be a booby trap sometimes. False sense of confidence, just like this push from Complexity. They thought they had a chance? Absolutely not. Shut down on the offensive.
Yeah, Kerrigan's another good read on the setup.
Wow,
Yeah,
the boost was perfectly timed for Kerrigan.
With Brokey there as well. No emphasis towards mid on this one. Definitely one thing that's been consistent is that, yeah, like, I would say you can always feel it when Kerrigan's out calling someone, especially in these CT reads.
Remember, it was Blame's choice to take this to Ancient.
Yeah.
His decision for the 3rd map.
I can see it too. Their CT side might be good. Their T side though, they've got to meet a quota, and FaZe fixed so much stuff.
Damn, that was a slaughter.
You can even argue that they didn't necessarily have to fix much because they were already on the right path, but just had the hope Rain has a good game because he got such an important spot, and he's been very good on the map. There's really individual stuff for FaZe Clan on this map because Brokey's the only player who has a 1.15 rating. Everyone, the next highest is Twist at like 1.03 on Ancient. So, but that's I think that story is going to change. That story seems like it's going to change. This will become a very core map for FaZe Clan if they can keep looking this good. Fight me.
Ooh. Done. FaZe continue their fire, 7 in a row. And honestly, this looked like an eco with that first push.
Seriously, yeah.
They got melted so fast.
Those A rushes are so sketchy because if they have a setup like that, there's not really any counter. Like you just do get destroyed. The CT angles are so strong. Like the op on the back of the site is so strong. And I don't know if they flashed.
I didn't see any discomfort.
I don't know where their flash
If there was any flashbangs, they weren't dealing with Kerrigan up on the boost.
Yeah. Like, Kerrigan just has open lines here. So I don't know if they just contacted. The other thing is that you're always, if you're rushing through A like this, you can be heard from Donut. So you don't know that as well. So it's a very, very big risk to do full rushes in this way. In such a fashion.
Now Complexity going to have to deal with the burden of pistols.
What if it's a 16-0?
Why'd you say it out loud? You've ruined it all. Thanks, Launders. Same tempo, different direction. already clearing out the corners of Jaguar. Rain, we saw him in this spot drop a smoke late and then get caught as he tried to walk back. Whatever they do, do not offer a rifle to these players. Don't get within that lethal range of pistols. Stay back, relax, stay a while. Money. Great grenade. Gonna soften up Poison here at the base of B. Brokey has seen nothing, and he has intently been holding top mid. So I feel as though FaZe should have an expectant sharpness. They know exactly what's coming.
Just about smoking the ramp, playing in front of the smokes. Yeah, perfect counter. Not enough utility for the T's to re-exact, so this will be a little bit awkward. Oh, excuse me, they have 3 more smokes. My mistake. It's just the flashbangs they're out of.
Another volley of utility over the top, and then the commitment. That's what we're going to get. Of course, at this point, Complexity have no clue whether bottom mid has been pushed, and you are starting to watch Kerrigan move forward into Donut. Little underhand flash, AK peek, gonna confirm that numbers are moving in, but yeah, they gotta get this ramp kill, and now they can all just turn their attention back. It's Twists to get 2 assists, and Olaf with a frag. Rain comes off of the pillar, and Twists finds the lineup through that smoke grenade, leaving Blame in a clutch that's just not possible. I like the hecticness that they created. I like the anticipation there as well from FaZe for more of a ramp focus.
Yeah.
You know, just allow Olaf in the backside and Twist to go for the crossfire. Those guys will crunch the door, and you can just go straight on ramp with the pillar man.
Yeah, and Rain didn't commit to that angle. That could be very weird. You know, so many people can swing at the same time. That was so nice how he just moved into the front of the pillar, could take over the ramp, and Olaf could just watch his exit.
I feel like it's of the utmost importance to just like never die in there. If you can get out, get out. If you can escape, prioritize it, because dying in there offers a gun over into a post plant. So if they flood past you, it'd be a dangerous game. But Rain pushing through Arch. Olaf looking to join him. And if they clear out all the corners, they will certainly catch Coldzera. But do they catch his head or his hands?
That was smart. They made a fast step with Rain, and Olaf just walked up the entire time.
Make sure his attention's turned in the wrong direction. No boost close this time from Kerrigan. So A-Site could be the intended target. Esatag continuing his walk through T-spawn. Once he joins the bomb carrier and Poison, it's looking like an all-in on A. 8-0. Need I remind you.
Always scary to come through with the A hits again. No donut control, and no smoke on donut either. And Brokey's still alive, and they have this angle to work with afterwards. So even though he's dead, Kerrigan, he comes really far out.
Yeah, Esatag.
Well,
Playing it sharp. 25 seconds. Twist able to get Esatag and then tuck back in. Now they've got the crossfire on site. Poison, not ideal. His hands busy. And so Rain comes out wide. It's Blame F on for the clutch, but he's already been tagged up and dealt with pretty swiftly. You can execute all you want. You can find those opening kills. You can plant the bomb. But, I mean, FaZe Clan have protocols, and FaZe Clan have retake potential.
Yes, yes. And they had 2 players coming out of Donut. That was just a losing round. They had, they had Kerrigan who could die, and then they still had Twist behind him in Donut. Then they had Brokey in the strong spot. Yeah, they find the trades here. But look at that. Even when they find these 2 entries, it's still a losing round. Because
it's so difficult with
they don't have
sites.
They don't have Donut smoked, yeah. Yeah. And when the bomb plant zone gets opened up, they only will need like 1 less smoke, I think. People coming out for A hits. But to be honest, until then, I mean, I feel like there should be a little bit less emphasis on them. Just, especially with Brokey alive on A. Like, he's seriously like one of the best A offers at the moment.
Yep.
I guess it's kind of hard to figure out how to make the opera rotate on this map. That would be one of the. Oh wow, that was meaty. So it's kind of hard to make Brokey go to a position. I feel like out of spawn. Both sites are so rifleable. I don't really know if they've kind of figured an answer to force operators to rotate in certain spots.
They tried to put out the fire, but Rain will be hunted down by Esatag.
This is where Complexity get on the board.
Could very well be. Sitting down at the bottom of mid-box this entire time. Kerrigan just saw it, hits the headshot, can't fall back fast enough, however. Ooh, but there's Twists with a kill of his own. We're right back to the even game. Twists continuing to fight. This is such a difficult one for me because the nature of the elevated ramp means it's like always a headshot angle.
Yeah. It's
little tiny, minute.
It's whoever plays aim maps, literally.
Yeah. Ali should be the god.
This is interesting. Oh man, this is another situation they don't have donut. The CTs don't really have to peek right now. It's the Ts don't have a smoke to plant. So they've got to take a risk here. Fighting right now makes the most sense. Yeah, they drop it. 25 seconds.
Brokey walks away, and Olaf's just looking to do the exact same thing a second time with Brokey here to help him. Fake plant, don't bite. Blame F, low HP, goes down. That's 10 consecutive rounds coming out of FaZe. You can get on the site all you want, but these bomb plants have felt impossible. And even when the bomb plants are there, the retakes are just as hot.
Yeah.
Twists, I think, really key kills coming in from top middle, not letting those players close the gap to the A site without a cost. That's how they recovered.
Just like the right amount of pressure. Made it feel like he was going to keep fighting, but didn't. He disengaged.
Didn't overface.
Yeah. Dude, and that's just played perfectly here by FaZe. They have the advantage consistently as long as the bomb's not down, and they still are showing up in the CT angle and as well as the temple angles, and that's all they had to do. Who is talking? Who is talking? No, but nobody's talking. Oh.
Peacemaker.
Oh no, it looks like no. Peace wasn't saying anything. Only Cold.
Nobody at all.
Oh, Cold. I think he was. Just it was like a little bit of like under the. He's got the Mario stash like you. Can't really see it that much.
You gotta get real close.
Yeah.
But don't touch.
Whoa, Olaf, 139 ADR. Wow. Such a different Olaf.
Drain the spawn.
Drain the spawn.
Drain the spawn. Coldzera, Raid Boss AK, very quickly moving past Arch to the top of mid.
I heard so many people run by.
They should put Kerrigan on high alert, but
he actually threw no nades as well, so they don't even expect it.
Rain will cut off Coldzera, so that's the AK dropped. Esatag with the picked up AUG.
That was bold.
Brokey running risks, but he does as he pleases because he is the high priest of this temple. This is his spot, and he does what he wants.
Prayers won't save you. Not from Brokey in this position. I don't know how he manages to do it. But he just he built that thing. He built the temple. He knows every possible outcome. Look at I mean, that first cross back after he gets the kill and sees one in Donut is like so audacious. And then he takes a favorable duel versus Long and then goes back to Donut as well. I told you the 16-0 is coming.
I can feel it. 11-4 best case scenario for complexity. Oh, on the mark. Jeez. Pull. Here's Brokey.
He hit him for one.
Just a warning.
He's lit.
I'll kill you when I choose to.
You're funny. I kill you last.
You got to always leave one survivor so that they can tell the horror stories. That's the rule. Esatag's inside of the donut, but where do you go from here? What's the play?
They're about to get Boston creamed. Sorry.
I'm more of a maple glaze myself. Smoke over top. Kerrigan activates. And, like, why would he be there? How many times are you going to walk into A main and find somebody in that position? Kerrigan, just differentiating round from round, all these different spots, and it is a slaughter.
How close was this? Oh, right in his face.
Donk.
That was a good pick location for Poison the last time they played.
Yeah, right? That was what I was talking about, where Olaf was getting caught on the back line.
Yeah.
Died multiple times to Poison Sniper, but...
Quality nade targeted there.
12-0. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is FaZe with a masterclass on Ancient. What a turnaround. Kerrigan suckering Blame F into bringing the series to this map. Oh, and Olaf. You know, if we're talking about improvements in terms of tactics, he's just been sharp. And he had a dud of a series when they last met on this map. However, coldzera hands on an AK. Olaf could offer his back if he's not too cautious. It's right there. Woo. He tries to turn it on JKS. Down goes Cold. He's got the pistol out, and Kerrigan with the flank. The sneak attack from Jaguar stalked his prey like a gazelle.
Imagine doubting FaZe Clan. Look at Olaf. He's looking so good right now.
Crazy.
Increase the gears. He's flying around. He's floating. He's the butterfly. He's aware. He's prescient. He's had the spice mixture. He can see the future. He knows where the duels go down. Now you can't go B. Where do you can't go A. You can't go B. Can't go mid.
Where are you supposed to go?
Go home.
Go to the showdown as FaZe Clan look to lock in their spot at the Royal Arena. And what a way to do it, assuming they can close this. To me, it's all about the impact of this 15-0. Finish off the half. 2 more to go. coldzera chipped away thanks to the frag grenade of Rain. Rain is one of my favorite players to watch right now when it comes to like this forward Jaguar arch play. He's got all the gimmick angles. He's got all these nice banked utilities that land in all the corners close to him. He's got strategies that tether nicely with the ramp push, like you said, with the fast step so that Olaf could swing out. It's just, he feels comfortable. And if you go to the other side of the map, you're met by this kid. Brokey knows no bounds.
Behind one door is the High Priest. Behind the other is the Architect. And you can't plant in mid.
coldzera has the entire team rotate around through spawn, of which you have to walk, because drain the spawn.
Drain the spawn. This is also, yeah, this will show off how good Rain is, I think, because he can come to this spot. So strong on this angle. Full execs coming. Rotations are nice here. It's a lot faster here for FaZe.
Timing.
Yeah, he comes through with that timing. They got the info, though, off Kerrigan. Oh, beautiful from Brokey. Now you got Brokey and Rain on the same side.
You have no chance.
What are you going to do?
Just lose. Give up a 14th consecutive round. They won't even get a kill at this point. 5 seconds to spare. coldzera had his whole team tethered, walked it all around, and this is 1 away from the flawless 15.
Crazy that you can't even be excited about a match this big for yourself anymore. When it's for LAN, you win this map, you go to LAN, but it's so far from it's just done. It's already done. There's no way for Complexity to get back into this. They want all they want is a dignity round. All they want is a dignity round. Brutal.
I'm stunned.
Brutal. This is...
And I can't imagine how gut-wrenching this is for Complexity.
Yeah.
This could have been such an easy 2-0.
Easy 2-0. Oh, okay.
Kerrigan, he's going to get split from 2 directions, but he extends right into the first one. Poison will catch him, but this is Brokey doing what he does. Tagged up through smoke. He knows a player may have crossed. Fire at his feet. He falls back on 17 HP. Twists already into the engagement. Up close his ball. Oh! Headshots popping inside the site. coldzera, he comes from the opposite side of the map, and that is it. 15-0. 1 away from Blast Fall Finals and sending Complexity to the showdown yet again. We are that.
Pushing mid. 2 left mid. 1 more. Then 1 mid.
It's Kerrigan.
Fill the bomb. Fill the bomb.
Rookie's playing A.
He's house.
Trying to pass. Coming. Yeah, I'm trying to come A. Where do you want me to go?
Have donut. On main.
And one on left side.
I'm close house.
Running low.
You can walk donut.
Clear. That we take here.
You guys take the bomb here. Come in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what's make you on long or short?
Are you gonna pick Rullo now?
Yeah, I'm next
I'm gonna pick now.
I'll
You're
do
gonna have
long.
3 rifles on B.
True.
I am flashing. 3, 2, 1.
I'm backing. Nice.
What?
I'm peeking donut.
One
One
more.
window. Flashing. We hit him.
Nice.
Nice.
One more there. One more. Okay. Flashing him short. Running out.
Cave.
I'm gonna push
Pillar
this
maybe
block.
now.
Wait.
Okay, he's pillar. He's cubby now.
I'm holding maze for you. I'm holding window flank or holding the fallback day. Yeah,
Maze.
maze. I'm walking. I'm flanking maze.
Nice.
Good job, Ola.
Nice, Ola!
Nice shot, Ola, man.
Good job.
A lot of chickens
Both,
in that.
both teams' comms there.
Getting it all wrapped up. That's the goal here for FaZe. The coveted 16-0, the golden ticket to the Blast Fall Finals. I mean, if they do this, if this is how they qualify, then surely we roll out the red carpet. One pistol round separates them from all the guts and glory. And of course, Rain has a deagle.
Okay.
Of course, Rain had a deagle.
Night, sweet prince. And now the round begins.
At a man disadvantage.
They're coming up. Exec is here.
Come on.
Plant will be good.
Everybody wants it. It's gonna have to be the retake. Already the flash goes high. Olaf, his hands on the deeg, hits poison, and there's no way that Olaf is gonna be the champion of this pistol, right? He gets an assist on the kill that Brokey secures. Brokey just trying to play the pillar, hits the gush onto Coldzera. That's 1 HP for him to try and keep this one rolling with the hopes, the dreams, the respect that Complexity are about to lose if they can't defuse. And there it is, the coveted 16-0. The defenders of the Royal Arena, the returning champions, have secured their spot. They will join us here in Copenhagen. And we've got Complexity sent down, relegated.